Hey, Art. Can you hear me, Art? I'm John. Remember years ago we used to take all the trails back to Kitty Hawk, who had a farm, and she had a sundial on top of a pedestal, and we'd walk back there. And on the way back, one place, a farm, they had rhubarb. And Art knew what it was. I didn't even know what it was. I thought it was a weed.
Yeah, it looks like a weed.
But anyway, he picked it, and we had rhubarb. So we did a lot of things, Art and I. We were pals.
Remember the time you almost drowned Ted, you and Art? In the water you were doing something about being flat?
We almost drowned you.
Oh, I know that.
We took the, what was it, life-saving course.
Yeah, oh, down at the river.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in the stream at the park, First Falls. After that stream, you and Art were doing something and Ted came along and Art said he had to be on a piece of, I don't know, a piece of wood or something. You don't remember that?
No.
I do. Art was a toot.
I think she's making this up, I don't know.
No, I'm not making it up. We really miss you. We had a lot of fun with you when we think about all the things that we did together. It was fun. And we hope you get taken care of now. And I wish we could see you, but we send you our love. And food if you need any food. But anyway, Art, we have such memories of you. And it's so nice to see Susie now and Tom. We think of all the other girls and think what a wonderful time we all had together. And you and John did very naughty things.
No.
John says no, but I remember, Art. And I can hear your mother call you and say, Artur!
I'm glad to hear you're doing well, and Susan said you're getting used to the place you're in. I hope everything goes okay for you.
Art, we are missing you in this, and Buster especially. He's finally letting other people come into your driveway. He's going to be groomed tomorrow because it's awfully hot around here. And I've been out working in the garden, which I do, and get so dirty and hot. But Susie's taking good care of your property, and we all miss you. I think I'll call you again. I hope you're liking life at Effie's. Last time I talked to you, you thought it was pretty good. So, and you're pretty easy to please. But Buster misses you coming across to get your mail, and I miss you too. But we're glad if you're having a good time where you are. So have good people to visit with. Talk to you later. Miss ya. Buster. Do love Art. Do love Art.
I wish you were here so I could give you a ride in this car I've been working on. I bought it down in Nashville, Tennessee back in the 60s. Never had a chance to work on it until after I retired, and I've been working on it for about 5 years now, and it's just about ready to go on the road. Take care of yourself. Wish you were here.
Hi, Art. I'm sorry you're not here to enjoy our new little buggy, but someday maybe you'll be able to have a ride, or if we happen to get into a parade, we will send you a picture with our flag flying. Take good care of yourself, and we enjoy seeing Susie.
What would I like to say? I miss you, Art. There are no lovely afternoons playing, hand and foot. And I haven't had a good steak dinner since you were here. But it's nice that Susie was here today. She's helped me shop, and she made a big hit with Sarah, although she doesn't realize how big a hit, because Sarah warmed up and started to talk to Susie. Susie would be a good nurse. I know she's trained that way too. Well, I hope you have a wonderful family reunion. You have a wonderful family, so I bet you will. Isn't that enough?
It is dark 30, Friday morning, but it's summertime, so there's some daylight outside. And surprisingly, everybody showed up on time for this appointment this morning. And it's exciting, I think, to share some stories and a little bit of perspective and, about our members. So Art, it's great to be here. I'm not going to tell you who I am. That's for you to figure out, and if you've forgotten, that's okay. Anyway, we first got introduced in New Jersey in the Baptist home by way of your aunt, if you remember. And she found out that I lived in Hudson, and she said, "Have you met my nephew?" And I said, "No, what's his name?" And so she gave me your name and mentioned Jane, mentioned that the kids had grown up here in school pretty much. And so and then fate had it, we got together, we met, and ever since that morning, when I found out you attended Stevens, when I went to NCE, we have been bitter rivals. So anyway, thank you for being an argument mate, so to speak, a critic, a mentor, and the many things that you've been about 5 years ahead of me in my lifetime and my family experiences, including the development of family reunion concept. And we just got back from a family reunion in Utah, 33 people, and it was thrilling. It was really exciting. And so I'm learning to develop my legacy and my autobiography, if you will, which you and I have talked about quite a bit. Anyway, I think the one thing that you probably will remember about me is that I'm the only individual in the universe that you know of that has twin meteorites. And when I figure out which one is the right one, and I'm still working on it, I haven't got that one figured out yet either. Similarities is fascinating. You're Swiss German. I'm Swiss German. My grandfather on my grandmother's side helped with the design of Grover Cleveland's wedding dress from the embroidery that he brought with him as an immigrant to the United States from Switzerland. And so there's, I think, some similarities in your background in that respect also. The engineering mentality or method of thinking has always been fascinating. Why do people seem to think differently than we do? You know, because we really have the best method of thinking. But anyway, so much for that.
Good morning, Art. Dan Carnahan here. And there's lots of verses that, and I was just scanning through Proverbs because we spent so much time in Proverbs. We must have spent 5 years, as I mentioned to Susan, trying to work our way through Proverbs. And Ed said 5 years is about the duration of a group. But I think we started this group in 1991, something like that.
16 years.
16 years, Ed says. So, and I was just scanning through here, and in Proverbs, I said when I came across this one, it says, "Gray hair is a crown of splendor. it is attained by a righteous life. And Art, you've been a really testimony to us and a good mentor for me especially, and I think for all of us that you've you just really your pearls of wisdom were really enjoyable. So we would sit around and talk for a long time, and then Art, you would come out with this little pearl of wisdom, and then we would all just kind of sit back and think about it, because as your family knows, you're very interested in puzzles and math. I think is a strong suit of yours. And one day we were sitting there talking about statistics, and Art said 47% of the statistics are made up on the spot, and so we're all just kind of got quiet and we're thinking, well, where did he come up with? I'm not even sure if it was 47%. It might have been 97. I don't remember what he said, but anyway, we're all just kind of like, yeah, well, okay. But anyway, Art, hope you're doing well. Wish you well. Wish your family well, and appreciate everything you've done for us, and appreciate your time here. Hope to see you soon, and we just wish you the best. And may God bless. Thank you.
Hello, Art. This is Franklin Shannon. Trust that everything is going well for you, and that regardless of your situation, that you keep trusting the Lord. Thank you for your interest in me. Thank you for your interest in CIS. We are now looking at the possibilities of going into the Philippines. The Russian situation is getting very difficult. The country has made it almost impossible for me to go and stay for any length of time. The country is closing. The library is developing. They don't have all the kinks worked out yet, but they are functioning. And that library will serve the 4 schools now that are in operation. The automobile still runs. It still goes. It's got a few quirks in it now, and we'll have to have them taken care of. Mainly electrical problems, but it still runs. And thank you for donating it to CIS. Trust that where you're at will prove to be satisfactory, and I'd like to see you again sometime when you get a chance to come this way. Let me read you a verse which has always had a great deal of meaning to me. This is in Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Trust that you will always keep your love for the Lord first in your life.
Our small group continues, although we're not meeting right now. I think that we're still sharing in our experiences quite a bit, particularly with Franklin and his ministry. And each one of us are finding out how important family is. And you have set the example, I think, with family. I identified the importance of being a Christian and the development of core values in the family, and then passing that along through our legacy in establishing those core values as compared to some of the directions that the world is going in today. In connection with that, the verse that comes to mind that I think we've talked about before, Proverbs 1:7, which is fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And in this context, I think it's respect. Respect of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And I think that not only in the scientific world is that true, but I think in just about every application in life, I think that's important and true.
Hello, Arthur. This is Charlie Hockey in Hudson, Ohio. We wish you nothing but the best and good continuing health. We're sorry we weren't able to say au revoir to you. My favorite verse is, "Seek ye the Lord with thine whole heart, and lean not upon thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path." Goodbye.
Hi, Art. It's Bill McClure. We miss you here, and we wish you well where you are, and understand it's a very nice place, and hope you're doing fine. I kind of always like the 100th Psalm, so I'll read that. Shout for joy to the Lord, all the earth. Worship the Lord with gladness. Come before him with joyful songs. Know that the Lord is God. And hope you find a group where you are in Michigan that you can relate to and meet regularly with. We enjoyed meeting here so often, and in my life the only significant thing that's happened is I finally sold my sign shop, so I'm officially retired now, and getting caught up with all those projects that I procrastinated and didn't get done. Probably be looking for something else to do this fall. So wish you well, Art. Hope to see you sometime not too long.
We have enjoyed over the years the many different facets of the Bible, instruction in it for us, and I think that it's difficult to try to summarize something, but I think that the overall perspective is very obvious, and I think that's true with each one of us, and I think that's a driving force that we have. I pray that you'll continue to have good health, and maybe limiting as you get older. And I'm in your category now. I just turned 80 a couple of months ago, and still following in your footsteps and some of the experiences that you had and some of the changes that have taken place in life over the years. So it's good talking with you, and I hope we see each other again. I'm looking forward to arguing with you again about something. We'll pick out something. Take care. You have a great family.
Oh, come. I think we just go together. There we go.
Hi, Art. We're just sending our greetings here from Hudson Springs Park at one of our Saturday morning meetings that we hold here. We changed our procedure today. We ate breakfast at yours truly. We're getting too old to bring breakfast out here. So we just thought we'd have Susie come out and take some films for you for your family reunion, and we wish you the best up in Traverse City, and don't eat too many cherries.
Hi, Art. So nice to have Susie here this morning. We're just sitting out here in the May Pavilion that you know so well, looking for blue heron. We don't see any, but it's a beautiful day, and it's just nice to send greetings to you.
And Art, I'll speak for our Wednesday afternoon group too, and we have certainly enjoyed knowing you, and especially I like you just for the very subtle but wonderful type of sense of humor. So we'll be looking forward to hearing more about you, Art.
Robert Dot and Kirk Reed. Hi, Art. We always think of you as really one of Christ's disciples when you organized the men at the Congregational Church to volunteer to drive for Pete. And then even after Pete got a paid driver, why you would organize a group on Friday noon and have lunch with Pete at the Red Lobster. And we know now that you're in a different setting. You're still a disciple of Christ in everything you do. and we're so proud to know you. Thank you.
Art, this is Dot, and we pray for you every day, and pray that you have peace and contentment for where you're living. We remember your wonderful sense of humor and your wonderful intelligence, and we miss seeing you and pray that you will be content where you are.
Thanks, Art.
Hi, Art. Wish you were here with us. We still are getting together regularly and miss you. It's a lovely morning. The sun is shining, and we've had a nice breakfast, and we're just enjoying ourselves. I hope that things are going well for you. We pray for you and wish you the best. Your turn.
Hello. It's been a while, Art, but I never did thank you for winning that small group competition that Tom Beckstrom had between the small groups. It was your knowledge about vulcanization and some of the old songs that were played that got the victory for the old timers. And we thank you, all of us old timers do. And we look forward to seeing you again. Bye for now.
We really miss you, and it was so wonderful to see you in May when we were up your way, and I hope we can get back up that way again soon, because that's a beautiful area, and it was just great to be with you. And we keep you in our prayers and our thoughts, and we always wish you God's very best.
Top that, John.
It's good to see you, Art. We miss you.
Susie, this is Dot Reed. Sorry that I can't talk with you, but it's okay. One of our church members that knows Art real well went to see him, and she was so thrilled just to see him. I understand that he's not using his computer anymore. I think that's such a loss for him. I hope that he's doing all right and that he's content. But we said a prayer for him last night when we were together for our small group. The girl that went to see him took a picture of him and the house that he lives in, and it looked like a beautiful place. So we're hoping that he is content. Thank you so much for all that you do for your dad, and we'll keep in touch.